business nerds. How are you doing? So, the title of this video is Entrepreneurship is Difficult, especially for therapists. But the good news is it doesn't have to be. As helpers, we often are not taught about business, whether you're a therapist like me, or a psychiatrist, psychologist, or other helper. The chances are that you were not taught much about running a business in your training programs or in your internships. So if this sounds like you, then this video is for you. So welcome to Dr. Willey's Business for Nerds. Who am I? My name is Dr. Brie-Anna Willey. I'm a nerd, so that is some of why I named it Business for Nerds. I want to connect with other business nerds or any types of nerds, really. I really enjoy sci-fi movies, fantasy. I'm reading the Wheel of Time series right now. I'm just kind of a nerd, and I play video games for fun, things like that. And I want to just connect with others. As far as professional experience, I'm a licensed account certified professional coach. I'm qualified to talk about running a business because I built my private practice starting in 2015 and it's thriving now. I understand the stress of starting and maintaining a private practice. I'm also now building this coaching business, and I get that being an entrepreneur can be exciting, difficult, engaging, and awful all at once. So, the agenda for today, I'm going to talk about yes, entrepreneurship is difficult, but let's manage it a little better, maybe with some self care or other coping strategies. Then we'll talk a bit about building your marketing strategy, some tools and strategies with that, as well as a little bit about my course on starting a private practice. Entrepreneurship is difficult, period. I cannot tell you how many times I cried in frustration over the process of running a business and figuring out how to run it. Reset All 2013 described that counselors were ill prepared to start their private practices, and I was one of them. As I was working on this video, I was thinking about why is it so difficult for helpers to run a business? Is it because social media platforms are constantly changing? Is it because everything is online now and we feel we have to compete with so many other businesses? Or maybe it is also because we don't like talking about money. Maybe it's because we're worried that if we don't make enough, our business might fail and then we can't pay our bills. It is stressful. Maybe it's also because we are givers and we have trouble saying no or using self-care because we are taught to not think much about ourselves. Figuring out the ever-changing marketing environments, such as social media algorithms, and the often changing nature of social media, there's just so much to keep track of. And how do I get my blog seen? And many things that we have to figure out as business owners. So also self-care is invaluable in building your business. With self-care, listening to our needs, our time boundaries, we can build our business around that so that it's sustainable. When I first started my business, as I often say, I would answer calls and emails late into the night sometimes. I had difficulty saying no, and I would schedule around my clients' needs and not necessarily around my own energy and my own business needs. Worrying about your blog or marketing is not going to get you seen, but taking your mind off of it through doing something you might enjoy, it might help you spark some new ideas when you return to it. My mentor would often tell me that it was important to take breaks, to exercise, to do things that recharged me, especially when I was back in school. Then I was able to focus a little better once I returned. So real breaks are very important. And I know you know this, but doing it is another thing. When I started doing yoga, in 2020, this opened my eyes to the balance with rest and hard work, that I need both and I need to learn how to balance both. And yoga is a great example of that. So, on to marketing. I think it's important to build your marketing strategy around who you are. What I do is I keep a marketing plan strategy Word document where I record all of my stream of consciousness ideas, which I often have many, on how to market my business. I write the important ones that I want to knock out on my vision board, which happens to be right next to me. You can't see it because it's blurry. I built my marketing strategy based on my personality. For instance, I'm a highly sensitive introvert and I'm very creative. If I follow my enjoyment and interests with my marketing strategies, I have much more fun marketing. Right now, I'm also learning a bit about copywriting or building copy for websites and social media. I found that writing within my niche, talking to my ideal client about their problems and how my services can help them with those problems, has increased engagement. I also have a freebie about this. So, where are you on the scale of introversion and extroversion? Do you like doing live videos or recording and editing videos? I like recording and then editing my videos. I do not like live videos, but I am going to try them. I'm going to push myself. I think that, yes, it's good to push ourselves, but also listening to what works and doesn't work for us. I think that introverts can create videos for their businesses, but they may or may not feel comfortable with the live streaming. It is up to you on what you choose to do, what works for you. The great thing is that it's your business. I didn't think that I could record and edit videos or interview other people for my podcast, but I have, and I really enjoy it. I'm excited about it. You never know until you at least try to see if you might enjoy it. I chose a few social media platforms that I knew somewhat about, and I decided to learn more, such as Facebook and Instagram. They also have I think it's called the Meta Business Suite, and there are ways to create one meme and to connect it with both. I find that to be great. I also use LinkedIn and YouTube. I would recommend picking maybe one or two to start and learning a great deal about the one or two, and then to start creating memes or whatever advertisements that you would like. I am working on some videos where I'm going to go over how to create memes, and that's probably going to be in my paid program. So stay tuned for more information on that. By the time I've edited and am releasing this video, I've recorded 2 live videos in one of my Facebook groups, the Professional Coach Directory. These courses are free as of this time, but it's time limited. So check it out in my Facebook group. So you could create some memes and talk about what your potential clients need, and then keep learning and building as you grow your marketing. You're going to learn as you go. You're going to find what works, what increases engagement, and what doesn't work. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Sometimes we just have to try and see what happens. Do you enjoy writing and creating memes or blogs? I would recommend having at least a website, maybe a blog, and then sharing the blog to your social media outlets. Even if you're not so techy, I think that many of us can learn to use social media as an effective marketing tool. I can teach you how. Again, I'm working on building that membership where we can share our tools together. This will be paid for, but we also have some free groups where you can also learn strategies from myself and other business owners. I'll share that information at the end of this video. On to niche marketing tips. Niche marketing involves identifying who your ideal client is. I go into this a bit more in my courses. You then create content based on what's important to your ideal client, and then continuously learn from your audience and revise as needed. According to Marketing Max at Growth Daily LLC, in a newsletter from 1/9/24, he described that creating content that is not pertinent to the audience is inadvisable because they are already overwhelmed by the sheer amount of content. Just looking at my own inbox, I get many emails. I see posts all the time from all kinds of people. I have people direct messaging me that I have no idea who they are. We are just bombarded by content and information. So cutting through that with content that's important to your ideal client can help them to want to engage and learn from you. Also, in studying marketing, I'm learning more and more, such as some of the marketing theories. I am realizing that marketing as a coach is completely different than marketing as a therapist, but there are some overlapping strategies. I'm reading about the Blue Ocean strategy by W. Chan Kim and Renee Mauborgne. This describes that there are 2 types of oceans in marketing. A red ocean where similar businesses are fighting each other for leads, and more of a blue ocean that is an untapped market and where the business rises above and creates something new that none or maybe a few people offer. The question is, how do we get to these uncharted waters? I was trying to think about how my private practice is unique and trying to think of, well, I must be using a blue ocean strategy because what I'm using is working. I believe that the niche training helped me, the training in EMDR. I also apply EMDR to the unique needs of clients and also utilize CBT, self-compassion, and other therapies depending on what my clients need. My clients know that I will listen and put their needs above the model of the therapy and sessions. Maybe this is an example that I marketed to that unique area of trauma treatment. And many other therapists do provide trauma therapy as well, but we also work well together and refer to each other. If one provides one type of therapy, and another provides another, we'll refer to each other. How can you take this theory and apply it to your practice? Who is your ideal client? What are the theories you apply that are evidence-based and that really help your clients? Are you marketing to your ideal client in your messaging? If not, Let me help you identify your niche and ideal client so you can begin going out to the deep, uncharted waters of the blue ocean and connect you with clients who are recharging for you. I have launched a course called Starting and Maintaining a Private Practice. This is basically coaching in a course to support you on the steps in starting your private practice with a solid foundation and good business boundaries. The training includes the 16 steps to starting a private practice, such as determining your business vision and a plan, looking at the risks and benefits of starting a private practice, determining your business name, the type of business you want to start, as well as any business requirements in your area, looking into your EIN, choosing if you want to provide counseling online, in person, or both, choosing a business address, business policies, looking at liability insurance, choosing an electronic health record, also looking into do you want to accept insurance, private pay, or both, looking into an NPI, CAQH, a marketing intro, then accepting your first clients and reevaluating your business. I also included workbooks for each module to help you on each of these topics. If you sign up for my newsletter or join my Facebook group called Attainable Vision for Private Practice, you'll have access to the coupon for 93% off through the end of March 2024, and this is for starting a private practice, the course. I will be offering different discounts as well later on if you miss this promotion. Here are my references. Please send me an email at drwilley@attainablevision.net, or you could check out our websites. The one for therapists is attainablevision.biz, for general businesses, attainablevision.com. For therapists or other helpers who want to add coaching, attainablevision.courses/professional coach, and check out our Facebook groups, Attainable Vision for Private Practice, that's for private practice, the Professional Coach Directory for coaches, and Dr. Willey's Business for Nerds. Let's build your business vision, and that is for all businesses. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.